first week of July, and we already have some major astrological shifts happening in the sky, which is going to be boosting all of us in a certain area of our life. Yes, I am talking about the gods, the planet of rebellionism, change, transformation, shock, and also a huge breath of Uranian air. I'm talking about the planet Uranus, about to move temporarily but kind of permanently in the true Uranian fashion into the sign of Gemini. This will be happening around the 7th of July, depending on where you are in the world. Girl, this is major. This is major. So, like the outer planets, the outer planets which are Uranus, Saturn, and Pluto, right? These are the outer planets. They still have a profound effect on us as a collective, and also personally too, depending on where the planets transit within your birth chart, right? And so this is huge for us because Uranus is going to be bringing revolution, change, new ideas, innovation, breakthroughs, rebellion. Like you think about Uranus as the sky of the god, right? And so this is about electric shock, energy, flashes of insight, personal brilliance, and just liberation, like a great awakening. So this will not just be for us individually, but as the whole collective, and that is absolutely incredible. Absolutely love it. And this is why they assign Uranus to be the modern day ruler of Aquarius. Okay, so we've had Uranus in Taurus from May 2018, right? So from May 2018, think back until April, all right? Think about April 26th. I want to say 26th because it's going to go back into Taurus for a hot minute. So think about from May, right? From May until now, right? Uranus has been going through Taurus. It's still here right now. So I suppose I'm recording this. It's on the 29th, the critical analytic degree, right? Uranus going through Taurus, this is like disruption to our financial system, right? So 2018, like, we had a lot of shocks and changes with the banking system, and through the transit of Uranus, we have had through Taurus. And why I talk about finances, because Taurus rules money, Taurus rules our banking system, Taurus rules our institution, our money, right? And Uranus is about change, doing things differently. I'm just writing down the timestamps for this. And so, yeah, we've seen so many changes within Uranus and Taurus because we've had the rise of digital currency, cryptocurrency, paying everything with our phones, our cards. This is the rise of that. This has been Uranus going through Taurus, right? This is one way it played out, right? Um, Things like new words that people use, like DeFi, blockchain, all that sort of stuff has been like the common, even myself, like using cryptocurrency and what have you, crypto wallets, all that sort of stuff. And really shaking up our material value and what we hold of value. This is Uranus and Taurus, right? And breaking the foundations of the security of what we deem to be valuable, you know, re-evaluating and reinventing our security, and shifting from the external Taurian, um, uh, the external Taurian stability, right, into actually what is it that makes me feel safe, and am I too reliant on Taurian materialism as a a shadow? There's nothing wrong with abundance and wanting 3D stuff because we live in a 3D, we're in a 3D existence, right? And, Uranus has been going through for a hot minute, and now we will have Uranus going into Gemini, okay? And this will be from July until November 25. So July, I'm writing all these down for you guys. July, all the way through till November. Okay, but it'll dip back again briefly and then go back into Taurus to finish some stuff up, right? For one last shocking anoretic cleanup, as Uranus likes to do, because Uranus isn't a malefic planet. Remember, Uranus does actually like to bless. Uranus brings change into your chart, into your life, whether you want it or not. Right? It doesn't ask for permission; it just does it, and it realigns you. It doesn't kind of like destroy like Pluto will, but it definitely brings like shocks and surprises. You know, shock being the main word, like new information to coming up or secrets coming to light, and just different mindset, thinking things out, the ingenious ideas and doing things differently. This is your Uranian energy. Like, I don't want to be the same as everybody else. I want to do things my way, you know, whilst also the thing that I want to do my way, how will that benefit the collective, right? And also, this is going to be different because this is going to be in a communication sign. Uranus likes to communicate, right? In the sign of communication in Gemini, right? This will be about education, technology, the mind, right? And so we'll have a retrogradation November through to April. So November 25 to April 26, it's all retrograde. And then it'll go back into Gemini again in May, all right? End of April, beginning of May, right? And this is going to bring on revolution on how we think, how we speak, how we connect, how we learn, innovation around those areas, huge breakthroughs. I mean, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so this is to do with travel too. So expect like innovation when it comes to how we travel. You know, different modes of travel. Uranus is quick and lightning speed, so you know faster ways of traveling as well. New ways of communication, new technologies, new social media. Yeah, all this is going to be changing. You know, uploading an AI communication system, education system, because Gemini is about education, right? I expect things like VR, media, to totally blow up, AI to totally blow up, and just literally transform everything, as it already is already doing, right? So that is that, and then let's talk about. I love talking about the mythology. And so, if you do not already know, Uranus is the god of the sky, which is why we associate Uranus with thunder and lightning. Yeah, the lightning bolts, because the lightning bolt will strike, you know, and cause like chaos, shock, upset, unrest, you know, and also it's flashes of inspiration. It's light, isn't it? It's Uranus is the partner of Gaia, of Mother Earth, yeah, who fathered the Titans, right? And this is where we have like the story between Cronus, which is Saturn, who was said to have castrated Uranus on the orders of Gaia. So this is where we have like the tenuous relationship between Saturn and Uranus. You see, because Saturn wants law, order, control. Uranus is like, I don't want that. I'm going to go in quick, fast, and get things done my way, how I want to do it. Saturn is like, no, we need to have a plan. We need to learn our lessons. I'm controlling time, and so on and so forth. Uranus is like, I don't care about time. I travel outside of time, you know, and so Uranus is also things like quantum leaping, and you'll see like a lot of quantum leaping, a lot of collapsing of time. All this sort of stuff is going to be really coming to the forefront. But yeah, with the mythology, the symbol of Uranus is the sky falling to Earth, yeah, and ancestral suppression. Okay, and being replaced by radical change, because Uranus is radical change, right? Whereas Saturn is like, you know, our ancestry and tradition, the way things are done, which has its place, right? And Uranus is like, I need a revolution. I want an evolution. I want uprising. I want to explode new life. I want to be free, you know, and do things new and fresh. So I love Uranus energy. I think it's so exciting, and so have a look at where you have Uranus in your birth chart. because this will paint a story, because this will also show you where it will also activate for you, because not only does the transit activate a certain house in your birth chart, the the house that you have your natal Uranus in will also be activated with this transit, okay? Especially when they're changing signs, you know? So, yeah, I want to talk about the key aspects, okay? So let's talk about what are the key aspects to this transit. So this week Uranus will be at critical degrees, at 29 degrees. It'll go into, which is like final endings, right? So wherever you have Uranus in your birth chart right now, you'll see it's at 29 degrees, right? And then it's going to move into, so when it leaves the sign, the house and the sign, um, expect like one last shock surprise, yeah? Uranus likes to bless, so I like to say when a planet leaves a sign, it likes to leave a gift. So, the planet will leave a gift in that house when it moves. It leaves it like a parting present. And if we're talking about Uranus, expect explosion, shocks. Not a literal explosion, it could be. Explosive shock news, aha moments, revolution, new ideas, huge changes, whichever area of that chart is for you, area of your chart is, all right? So, if that's in your money houses, there could be some money windfalls coming in. If it's in a love and relationship house, there could be some surprises around love and relationships, new lovers coming in, or changes to relationship dynamics. There is that, And so, when I'm talking about birth charts, and what have you. If you don't have your birth chart ready, go and check out a free birth chart calculator online and pop in your birth details, because you need to know those to generate your sun, moon, and rising sign. Once you know your sun, moon, and rising sign, listen out for your sun, moon, and rising. Your rising sign being the most important, because this will give you the whole energy of who you are. Your sun is your life force, and your moon sign is how you're going to feel about it all. So I like to listen to all of those. If you're using passages, I like to listen to both signs, or however many signs you have in your first house, to give you the overall energy. So for me, for example, I have Libra and Scorpio in my first house. So Libra and Scorpio rising will be the ones I would listen to. If you don't already have this tool, hit me up. I'll leave the links in the show notes for you to get yourself a birth chart reading with me, honey, and we can delve deep on your personal birth chart, go into the aspects, go into all of what it is, which is hidden within your birth chart, so you can make the most of those skills and talent you're born and you're thriving here to do, and get aligned with your karmic destiny. So, and also, I'm launching on my pre-sale, just started, for my Decode Your Birth Chart course. If you want to learn how to read your own birth chart, then this is the course for you. So check that out. It's on a pre-sale at the moment, okay? So, going back to the aspects, right? Let me just pull up my notes for you guys so I don't miss anything. Where are we? My iPad is being hella crazy today. So yeah, we were talking about 0 degrees and 29 degrees being the critical degrees, okay? And so when the Uranus goes to 0 degrees, it's going to bring a fresh new energy into that part of your sky. Later on in the video, I'm going to go through all the rising signs, and we'll discuss how it's going to affect you personally. So July 7th, Uranus into Gemini, yeah? November the 7th it'll retrograde back into Taurus, right? April 26th, it'll re-enter Gemini, all right? And it will stay there until 2033, okay? Watch out for grand trines from, of course, Uranus and Gemini form grand trines with Pluto and Neptune too. So we're going to have this huge trine in the sky, right? We're going to have the trine from Aries and Neptune in Saturn. So your fire element here, yeah? We're going to have the air and the air elements from Pluto and Pluto as well. So, sorry, from Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, and of course Uranus in Gemini, right? So this is forming our trine. So those are the areas that are going to be affected, and harmoniously aspected, because this is a trine, not a square. So these are going to be giving you like harmonious energy from the outer planets, supporting you and your journey. supporting your breakthroughs in a collective, in the collective too, right? So expect innovation and evolving of your beliefs, right? This is pretty awesome. I'm so here for this. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to go through all of the rising signs. Okay, so if you are a Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, for you, this will be happening in the third house, the house of your communication. The third house is lots of different things, communication, local community, siblings, your skills, how you get around the world, right? How you communicate. Expect huge shake-ups in those areas. There could be surprise news and like rebellious activity when it comes to your friends and siblings. I like to use third house for like also like cousins, aunts, uncles, that sort of thing. So like I wouldn't class it as immediate family. You know what I mean? So I like to put that in the third house container too. And so when you have Uranus there, Uranus is like rebellious energy. So those people could be acting like out of sorts, I want to put it politely, or like hella crazy, right? So watch out for that. Because this is your communication house, you're going to be feeling like your mind's on lock. Like you're going to be getting the downloads from the universe. Your mind is expanding. Information is coming easily. You have this desire to want to learn and absorb new skill, new energy, new courses, all the things, right? Expect huge, bold, amazing ideas to pop into your mind as well, right? Especially related to communication, because this is Gemini. And so this could be to do with writing, right? So if you want to write, if you want to write and release something, this is incredible. If you want to teach what you know, right? This is incredible too. If you want to, this is a great time to to set up your side hustle, digital products, courses, all that sort of stuff. Fabulous time for that, and people would love to learn from you too. Or whether it be you will go and take that yourself, because this opposes your ninth house too. So you may want to do that yourself, right? You're in the third house. This rules short journey, so you could be traveling a lot over this transit. Some could be surprise travel too, because Uranus is actually surprise, right? This is about for you ready to break free and liberate. You may even move with this transit. This is the third house, so a lot of traveling, but you might even move. You know, you are ready to speak your truth for sure. You're right. I feel like Aries doesn't really mince their words anyway, but with this transit, it'll give you the extra power to want to speak your truth even more. All right. There can be like disruption to travel plans, disruption in communication, and just there can be a lot of upheaval with relationships with siblings and friends too. All right. So be aware of that. These are not like obstacles. These are like portals for you to expand and grow. So learn from these. I like to call them plot twists, because the Uranus plot twists realign you to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so bear that in mind when you think, why is this happening to me? It's happening for me, so I can move forward. So a great thing to do with, and I've started doing this actually, is to, because I'm an Aries rising in my solar return this year, I'll be keeping like either my iPad nearby so I can always write, or my notepad or my phone so I can speak I'll have a lot of flashes of inspiration throughout the day, so I'll write down those notes, or I'll speak them out, or I'll write them down, because I have really great, amazing ideas. All right, so good luck with that, my Aries people. Let's do you a tarot. All right, we'll do you a tarot card too for this transit. Girl, you have the star. Can you see the lights? So there you go. Is the star? I can't shake it the light. Should I do it like that? The star card. There we go. The star card. You are the star, darling. This is your time to shine. So I think with this third house transit, it's about speaking your truth, being bold, and taking center stage and getting yourself out there. All right. Good luck with that. Okay, so if you are a Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, Taurus, you guys, you've been having this in your first house, so there's been huge shakeups for you with the transit. And now it's leaving your house of youth. It's moving into your house of money. All right. This is about huge shakeups and awakening in the realms of finance, how you do money, how you make money, your value to money too. Right. Also, these are the things that you own, how you make money, your work, your job, your career. Also lines up with your self worth too, and how you feel about yourself and your relationship to abundance. Expect like huge shifts, right? Like money coming in, money coming out, huge money, surprises, shock expenditure, shock money coming in, right? This is like the transit for that because Uranus is about trying to align you to what you truly want, need, and desire by letting go of the old and calling in the new. So Uranus can give you like surprise opportunities for you to take, but or Uranus also bring you at moments where you need to let go and release too. So this could come like through investments which are paying off. You may splurge on like random OTT purchases. You might make spontaneous investments. This could be one of the times where money just comes in unexpectedly as well. So bear that in mind. There could be job opportunities coming in with this too. Like I said, there could be moments where you will acquire and purchase OTT things, especially when it comes to like technology or anything to do with movement too. So it could be that you buy a new car in this transit, or you will buy a new house because you're going to move, right? This is Uranus on the move, right? But ultimately, it's about bringing you into alignment when it comes to your values, when it comes to how you make money, when it comes to your self worth. All right, and it's about letting go of old, outdated belief systems and habits, which are no longer serving you around cash. So you may even leave a job that you was really securing and start something completely different. Really great time to let go of like purchase that you've made which are no longer serving you too. And detaching yourself from like the material. Right? Uranus and Gemini asks you to to eliminate anything which doesn't light you up, right? And to use your voice, second house, to manifest what you want. All right. So let's go with your tarot. Yes, look, we have the Page of Pentacles here. And so with the Page of Pentacles, he is clearing the shelves of all his plates, and they've all been thrown on the floor here, right? So the pentacles rule money and abundance in tarot, and so the plates have been thrown out. So this is about throwing away old, outdated identities when it comes to your self worth, when it comes to your money stories, and getting rid of anything which is no longer serving you when it comes to your cash. So this could be a rewriting your money script, rewriting what you think is of value to you, expanding your container for how much money you can hold, going after that job that you want, stacking your cash. This is about rewriting your abundance vision because you are totally deserving receiving all the wealth and abundance that you want, especially when it comes to how you make money, the career that you do, the work that you do. You absolutely deserve the best. Uranus is here to help you stack that cash. All right. So good luck with that. And let's go on with Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you guys, you are the star of the show when it comes to the Uranus transit because you're not. So huge transformation when it comes to your whole life, Gemini. This is the transit. Get ready to act hella crazy, to be rebellious, to just have that itch to just do something new. And it's really funny when you hear about the 7-year itch because you have Uranus, which is the 7-year transit, right? And so this is your grand, big entry for you to reinvent whatever you want about your life, right? Whatever's no longer serving you. How you look, how you speak, how you present, girl. You're gonna shock everybody. Shock everybody. Go and do what you want to do, right? Shock everybody with your look. Maybe you want to try a new hairstyle, a new fashion sense, new clothing. Even your energy is going to have a huge dose of Uranian hint to it. So you might start dressing differently. You might want to hang out different places. You might even want to change your career, move job, something like that, because we have an opposition to the seventh house. We have squares to the 10th and fourth house. What does that mean? The opposition to the seventh house is changing relationships, right? So this could be the transit where relationships will get with Uranus. Anything that's no longer serving you, right, or is not of your highest good, will be pushed away. All right, to make space for something better. So in the realms of home, career, partnership, all the things, right? This is your huge transformation. Okay. Um, Uranus and Venus will be in your sign too when this transit first hits. So rebrand, honey, rebrand, new aesthetic, new energy, but above all, be apologetically you, darling. All right, this is the beginning of your biggest, greatest revolution. So let's do your tarot. I love that for you, Gemini. It's so good. I love this. So, oh, Three of Wands. So the image on the card with the image of the card with the Three of Wands, right? She is literally. Oh, there we go. She's literally cleaning out the house. So this is about getting rid of old identities, clearing away the muck, what's no longer serving me, what do I need to get rid of so I can literally shine brightly and become the person I'm always meant to or wanted to be. Because Uranus doesn't give a AF about showing up unapologetically. It just does what it wants, right? With sheer confidence. So trust that you'll have the power of that confidence too moving forwards. All right. Okay, so let's move on. If you are where are we? We're Cancer, right? So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for you. This will be the 12th house. So Uranus in the 12th house. Okay, so the 12th house is the hidden house, the subconscious mind, right? This is going to be bringing you flashes of genius and inspiration, moments of breakdown, because you're about to reevaluate your whole mindset. What's no longer working for me? This is about cleaning up your subconscious, letting go of limiting beliefs, thought patterns, anxiety, also receiving spiritual downloads. And it's about clearing out karma. So there's going to be instances and in situations brought to you in shocking, surprising ways, Uranus, for you to then have a opportunity or a portal for you to release karma, to release mental clutter from you. This is the mental house, right? So how we're speaking to ourselves, honoring our ancestry, but what's also moving forward in my own truth. All right. Great time for meditation, great time to retreat from the world. The 12th house will travel. So Uranus in the 12th house can bring unexpected travel. So that is something to be aware of as well. Unexpected travel plans. If you do have travel plans, just double check everything because Uranus can bring shock surprises as well with that and disruption. Uranus is shock and disruption, okay? So just double check on that, right? But ultimately, this is about reprogramming your mental wellness, your mindset. Okay, so expect your intuition to be on lock. Psychic intuition, great time to get into your tarot, into meditation, into your astrology, because Uranus rules astrology too, right? So this can amplify your creative gifts, all right? This is about trusting your gut, trusting the signs, and dissolving all self-imposed beliefs. Because the 12th house is self-entrapment, so it's about dissolving those two. The 12th house also can rule hidden enemies as well. So there can be like instances of like coming to the forefront about people you have to deal with are just like trashing you. So it's about getting that under lock as well. All right. So let's keep shuffling. I want to tell. This is, you can tell this is Uranus energy because the deck is literally jumping out. Uranus likes to jump out, right? So there we go. Uranus in the 12th house, right? Look, so 12th house. Look at the Seven of Cups. all these options. What am I gonna do? The message for you is this is 12th house. Retreat. Turn down the volume. Get into meditation to receive the answers of where to go and what to do next. That's all I have to say on that. Oh my god, I love that. I love that for you. Alrighty. And so if you are a, where are we? Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Uranus in the 11th house. Does Uranus in the 11th house is going to be bringing you, right? Shock, crazy, rebellious friendships. Okay, huge shake up in your friendship circle. Right, with new people coming in. Some of your friendship dynamics will be changing. Some of them are going to be acting hella crazy, rebellious. A lot of letting go of, a lot of coming in and out when it comes to your friendship group, your friendship circle, as well as other groups that you're part of too. The 11th house is one of the money and lucky houses, the money and luck houses as well as your future dreams, goals, and desires. So expect over this transit, right, of the next 7 years for Uranus to totally bless you when it comes to your biggest goals and dreams, giving you surprise opportunities, all right, and also letting go of and destroying anything that's no longer serving you, that's not working for you. Uranus is okay. Let's let that go, all right. Because we need to make the space for what is and what can be. Because what can be is so much better. So this is about you working on your future dream goals and desires with a Uranian energy, thinking outside of the box. Great time to get into meditation, to do breath work and subliminals when it comes to receiving your desires. All right. You're also being called to find your soul people, your soul tribe, your soul family, and align with those people because they're going to help you grow and expand. All right. You may want to start social campaigns to be part of collective projects, networking with people who bring you into alignment with your goals that you're passionate about, where you want to actually maybe go out into the streets and like shout out to the rooftops about it and fight for injustice. All right. This is about your future ultimately, okay, and your long-term vision. So huge shakeups. It could be like, you know what? I once wanted this thing, and now I don't want it. I don't want that no more. And that's okay too, because I want this instead. And you are allowed to change your mind whenever you want. All right. So let's call on a card, honey. Leah, what's your cards? What's your card, babe? So. Yes, look, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, you see that? So this is about finding your people who bring you into balance. Okay, the Four of Swords is about who is in alignment with me. We're talking about 11th house energy, and who is not in my alignment anymore. Trusting your gut and your feeling when you're around people, because 11th house rules your friends and communication. Who is lighting me up, right? What's lighting me up? If this doesn't feel, if this isn't a hard yes, then it has to be a no, and I need to move forward because I need to protect my peace. And if it's draining me, because the four of swords is about balancing your energy, and so if people are taking from my energy, where can I close that tap so I can give my energy back? And so I only surround myself with people who fucking light me up and fill up my energy, right, and make me even more energized, Okay. Love that for you, Leo. Good luck with that, all right? So, if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I'm trying the timestamps down. I'm like speaking really slowly. So, I'm trying to talk and do the timestamps at the same time for you guys. Yo, Uranus 10th house, let's talk about it. Virgo, your work, your career, your public image is about to have a huge shake-up. There's going to be job opportunities flowing in. Go for it. All right. If it feels good, go for it. There's going to be loads of like changes with your public life, your career. Expect pivot points throughout the next 7 years, right? Sudden surprise opportunities. Go for it. Say yes to new things. All right. New ideas. This is your moment to lead the way you want to. Do it differently. Do it your way. Okay, you might be feeling restless, like this job, don't want it no more. That's fine. Be unconventional. This is your time to do it. Break free from stagnation. All right. Fuck the should. All right. I should be doing this. I should appear a certain way. I should mind my p's and q's. Uranus is about to shake things up where you're gonna like literally just do you and be you. That's okay too, because it's not being selfish. It's selfless. All right, and the 10th house rules your parents too, so they could be acting. They could be acting up as well. So they could be like maybe a bit more freer and like carefree and just a bit more locura. All right. And the 10 days also rules like your public status. So you could go from single to married, married to divorced, whatever. There's some change around that, all right? There's some change around that. So bear that in mind. But ultimately, you're going to be feeling, there's this feeling of restlessness, all right? But know that your career is about to metamorphosize. That's a long word, isn't it? And driven by your voice, you're brilliant and your amazing leadership skills. Go for it. Go for it. Okay. So let's deal your card. All right. For Virgos, the Uranus transit, all right? 10th house transit for work and career, public persona. What do we have? Amazing. We have the card of transformation, right? Let's deal with rotten fruit. I was talking about stagnation. Let that go. If it's not working for you no more, it doesn't feel good. It's time to out with Uranus is about out with the old, in with the new. Okay, do it your way, or do it your way because your way is amazing. You're a Virgo. Your way is always best. You know that. We all know that. Let's go. All right. So good luck with that. So, if you are a Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising, guess what, bitch? I'm one of you. I'm a Libra Rising. But more importantly, we have Uranus going through our ninth house, which is incredible. Uranus in ninth house, the house of good luck and good fortune. Ninth house. Hello, bring it on. More luck, more good fortune, opportunities for travel, growth, expansion. All your beliefs are about to change about the world and how you do it. Your spiritual beliefs, they're about to get a huge up at level 2, a massive upgrade. Expect, and this is happening to me actually already, expect opportunities to travel. There could be for work instances or surprise vacays or the need to travel, need to get away, this feeling of restlessness in my surrounding area, breaking free from the constraints of that. This is ninth house, right? You're about to embark on your spiritual, intellectual adventure, biatch. It's time to go. Pack that bag. It's time to start your new adventure. Seeking out new spiritual teachers, new philosophy, can't speak, new philosophies, new languages, new cultures, right? New teachers in all areas, new skills. Whether you're going to be learning from other people, absorbing that information, or you're going to be bringing it back out into the world. Your worldview is going to revolutionarily change, and I cannot wait for it. All right, you might manifest like book deals, courses, travel opportunity. This is your spiritual awakening. All right, breaking free from old belief systems is the main thing for you. All right, if not serving you no more, leaning into your new truth. All right, expanding your consciousness is the big one. Okay, so ask the questions. All right, move forward. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, Libra, what is in store for us? Let's go. We have the Page of Wands. This is like fire energy, right? Page of Wands, right? This is an amazing time to start that. This is like the Sagittarian energy card, right? The ninth house is Sagittarius. So this is about starting new adventures. All right. Point your arrow, shoot for it, go for it. You don't need to know all the answers right now. You don't need to know the how. Trust that Uranus is going to shock, change, upheaval your life in this area anyway, and roll with it because you are fully supported. Uranus is about to bless you if you allow it to. This is happening for you, not to you. And the things that you are shaking away and getting rid of is making space for the new, the exciting, and the next level of your new amazing chapter. I'm so excited for us. So excited for us. Good luck. Good luck, guys. All right. So, if you are a Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, guys, you are having this transit in the house of Scorpio, actually, the eighth house. Okay. And the eighth house, a bit like who was saying this to earlier to Taurus. This is going to be the second house transit. Sorry, a money transit. All right, so huge changes, shocks, upheavals, blessings in the realms of finance, money, clients, shared income and resources, right? This is the house of transformation. You are the sign of transformation. You live for this, right? Huge shakeups when it comes to like your inheritance, mortgages, taxes. So it could be like, I mean, this doesn't have to be scary. This can be like, okay, I'm going to sign a new mortgage agreement. I want to remortgage. I'm going to buy a new house. I'm going to open a bank account, a shared one with my partner, or I'm gonna start investing in crypto, or I want to invest in stocks and shares. It's this sort of energy. Uranus is going to be bringing you like new ways of doing money when it comes to income and resources, or it could be that money comes available through inheritance, through tax rebates, or through credit cards, or through clientele. But ultimately there will be upheaval. Uranus will like bring it in, take it away, bring it in, take it away. So it'll be like that. So with Uranus, it's like enjoying the ride when it comes to your eighth house money. The eighth house is your partner's money and other people's money too, not the money that you earn. The money through clientele, yes, you earn it, but it's given to you. All right. The eighth house doesn't just rule money; it's also intimacy. So this could be breakthrough. So Uranus about breakthroughs when it comes to intimacy within partnerships. So it could be huge changes and shifts around partnerships. If it's no longer in alignment, Uranus will get rid of that. If it is, it's going to take you to the next level. All right, this is incredible. There could be like if you're single, it could be this is a house of sex too, and partnership as well, of course. Where you might want to experiment more. Uranus is about experimentation. All right, so this is the time to do it. Uranus is about psychological healing in the eighth house as well, releasing codependency, or because Uranus likes to be free. You know what I mean? So there could be like either money codependency or just relationship codependency, where you're gonna want your freedom more, or your partner's gonna want more freedom, and this is about liberation for both of you, though. Okay, or if you're single, this could be like the relationships that you want. You'll be quite free in them, okay, or quite open in them as well. So take that as you will. This is not about being comfortable. This is about just rebirthing and just re-energizing. All right. So, what do the tarot cards want to tell you? Yes, it's brilliant. So look, we have the King of Pentacles. He is stacked with cash, chilling, rich AF, letting you know that this transit is going to bring you so much huge abundance, so many incredible money opportunities, so much investment opportunity, so many aha moments where you're going to have genius ideas when it comes to how you create money, how the money comes in, the work that you do, the opportunities that you have. Unity is bringing it, so open your arms to the blessings. This is a great, great transit. Good luck with that. All right, so if you are a Sagittarius, I'm just writing down the time. I haven't forgot who it is. I'm trying to write to talk on the side. If you are a Sagittarius, guess what, bitch? Sagittarius rising, sun and moon. This is your relationships. Seventh house. Uranus is going to be going through, charging through your seventh house. This could bring you an Aquarian lover. Uranus rules Aquarius, right? Modern day ruler. Aquarius ruler. Or lovers where freedom, they need more freedom. It could bring you a variety of lovers, Uranus. Or it could even bring you like eccentric lovers, all right? And or it just means your relationship style might change where you want more freedom. Or your partner needs more freedom, all right? Or it could be that there's going to be some huge shake-ups in committed relationships as well with this transit. Okay, everything that happens with Uranus is always for the best. It brings the shocks it brings you are for your own good. All right. Relationship revolution is the key words here. All right. Huge shake-ups in partnerships, not just personal, but business partnerships too, where it's about breaking the rules of convention. So if you were going to break up or It could be like you're gonna go out, you're gonna meet a partner or get into a relationship with someone who people are like, I want to put you two together. You know what I mean? But it just works, you know, and that's great. So it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, just the people involved. But that'd be the two of you, the three of you, whoever it is. We don't judge here, you know. But this is about redoing your partnerships, you know, what you believe them to be true as, all right? Shock electrification with your boundaries, rewriting your relationship rules too. So what is it you want in a relationship, right? Are your needs being met? Can you have, you know, Uranus and Gemini is communication. So it's about trying to communicate my needs. Are they being met, my partner? All right. Um, I feel like with Uranus in the seventh house, there's definitely an element where you want your freedom. You still that doesn't mean you don't want to be in a relationship. It just means that you still need to be you and have your own autonomy. Or if it's not you, your partner wants that. And ultimately, there's going to be huge changes around that. And I just think that this transit is going to bring like because I've had this transit before where you will be either attracted to people who are just like your usual type, or there's gonna be like you know eccentric type people coming into your life, all right, who don't normally look like or act like they're not the type of people you would normally go for. So I'm excited about that for you. Okay, so let's do the tarot for my Sagittarius is. What does the Uranus transit in seventh house in Gemini for Sagittarius have to hold? What will it bring you? Yes, we have the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration, all right? This is a card of flow, love, joy, abundance. This is about having fun. So the Uranus transit can bring a breath of fresh air into stagnation when it comes to relationships, when it comes to business partnerships. There could be some huge celebrations when it comes to relationships too. So whether you're gonna like have a shock wedding or you know, meet someone new, there's a lot of fun to be had here, and also just regeneration, just refreshness of relationships, which should be long term, which you know might need to shake up and spice up as well. You know, this is going to be blessing you over the next 7 years to bring you so much joy, so much happiness, so much abundance in the realms of work as well. So signing great new contracts too when it comes to business. That is awesome for you. I love that. Okay, so moving on. If you are a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, this will be happening in your sixth house of your work, your day-to-day activities, the places that you frequent, your habits, right? Your wellness. There's going to be huge shake-ups here, reinvention when it comes to the way you do things. So Capricorn, this is about shaking up your routine. All right, this is like this can bring disruption to your day-to-day life. I feel like with this is about going with the flow because you're just gonna like really shake stuff up when it comes to your work pattern, your self-care, your health. So this is about rolling with the punches with that and being a bit more loose and open to like, okay, well, there's going to be huge shocks and delays all the time in my day-to-day commute. The places that I work, places that I already go to. So it might be that you should change your career completely. It could be that you're going to start a new fitness regime. You might join a gym, a running club. This is Uranus. It could be something like crazy, like something really outside of the box. You know, like something which you wouldn't normally do. You might do that, right? You might go vegan, you might become vegetarian, you might give up smoking or drinking, or you know, this is about your habits. Uranus wants to clear the way and bring in new and alignment for you. You might acquire a pet. You know, this is Uranus. Anything can happen in your day-to-day life. You sixth house rules pets. You know, this is ultimately about rewriting your day-to-day routine, where the thing that you do, you're getting and like giving it a shake up. It could be like I always buy the same food every week. I want to, you know, because I just do, right? Well, I feel like now you're going to be like, no, I don't want to do that no more. Or I'm not. I'm just. I go to this gym because all my friends go there, but I'm not doing that anymore. Or you know, I've always worked this place because my family all work here. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. You know, I want to do my own thing. I want to be self-employed, or I want to go after my side hustle. So that sort of vibe in the sixth house energy. Okay, so it's like you want to. It's like I want to redefine my workspace and do what lights me up, not what people tell me, not what the establishment's telling me, my family's telling me. I want to do what I want to do and create my own wealth story, my own business story, my own timeline. You know, let's have a look at the cards for you. Ooh, yes. Knight of Cups. Look, this guy, Knight of Cups. He's got his suit on, drinking champagne. He's loving his life. So, like we said, Uranus in seventh house, sixth house. Right, this is about redesigning your work life. This is about, okay, well, I don't want to do 9 to 5. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I've always been freestyle, maybe I want to do this. But this is Uranus energy. Uranus is about doing things my own way. So it could be like, well, I want to be my own boss. I want to create. I want to do this. I want to start my own business. I want to be my own boss. I want to decide what is right for me. I want to structure my day how I choose to see fit. Liberating myself from the constraints of society. How can I do that? What do I need to do? What do I need to let go of? What beliefs can I let go of to do that? I absolutely love it because when I can be authentically me, I can celebrate, shine, and call in all the abundance. Right. I love that for you. Okay. Moving on. If you are a Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, guess what? I'm one of you, bitch. I'm an Aquarius Sun. But more importantly, you have Uranus going through your fifth house, which is absolutely fantastic because guess what, bitch? The fifth house rules fun, creativity, romance, joy. We're about to have so much fun in the next 7 years. I'm so excited. Reigniting play, fun, passion, it's more sex, more dating, more creativity. Shock the status quo, right? When it comes to unconventional relationships, you're going to be like, you know what? This is not about that person. This is not about him. He's kind of fine. And I can't put my finger on it. It's not something I normally go for. But I'm down for that. This is a frivolous fun. The fifth house is not serious dating. It's just like casual dating. So there's a lot of that, right? I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. Also, this is great for creativity. You know what I mean? Starting creative projects, like for me, for example, I'm really delving deep on my astrology, Uranus, delving deep into your creative projects. Or that doesn't mean you have to go out and paint something. It could mean like whatever business I've got is I'm going to think outside of the box and do something a bit different with that because I want to do it. Just because it hasn't been done that way doesn't mean I can't do it that way. You know what I mean? So this is that Uranus energy, right? The fifth house also rules how we express is ruled by, this is the house of Leo and the sun, right? So, childlike play, having more fun, opportunities for that, but also how we express ourselves. So, this is about radical self expression. Maybe you want to get your podcast out there and speak about how you live your life, inspire other people, expressing yourself, being very visual and like seen. Okay. Standing up for yourself, viral content, right? OTT, romance and partnerships. A surprise romance, right? What does fun and pleasure mean for you? Rewriting the story around love and pleasure as well, all right? And how you do that. So what is your card, Aquarius? Bam. We have the sun. I love that. The sun rules the fifth house. The sun rules fun, joy, creativity, all the things, right? This is your cosmic green light to have the most fun you've ever had over the next 7 years. Enjoy your life. Fall in love with it. Fall in love with the people around it. Say yes to crazy ass mad shit. And just do you. Fuck the system. Fuck what everyone thinks. And just do what feels right for you. I'm talking to myself as I say this to you too. This is our time to shine. Do what the hell we want. Do it with joy. Do it with love. And just enjoy. Have fun with it. Yes, I love that for us. I so love that for us. How cute is that card though, right? Okay, so Where are we? Last one. Pisces. Pisces sun, moon, and rising. Girl, are you ready for this? You have the transit of Uranus, the god of the sky, shock, rebellion, transformation, genius, breaths of fresh air, rebellion in the fourth house, bitch. Yes, you know what that means. You're moving. Well, you may move under this transit. All right. Shock move, sudden move. Look, a house might come up and you know what? I'm just going to go for it. There's going to be like a huge deal. A deal where you're just going to go and do it, right? If it's not that, then you will definitely renovate. What's that word when you? What's the other word I'm looking for? Like renovation, expand your house, something where you're going to just up level, uproot. You might decide, you know what, I'm just going to go and live in Turkey or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know. I'm like, oh, I'm going to sell this house. I'm going to live in a camper van. This is a crazy ass Uranus transit, okay? Also, so sudden moves, huge shake-ups and shocking news within the family as well. This is the fourth house. Revelations about your ancestry. This is fourth house stuff. Liberation from what I like about Uranus is about forward thinking and like doing things differently. And also, the fourth house is about, well, this is our ancestry, this is our history, this is how we've always done shit. Uranus is like, well, that's cute. I'm doing this my way now. I'm still gonna honor that, but that's done now. I'm doing my way. And that's my way is okay too. All right. So there could be like, huge shock endings when it comes to the way you do shit when it comes to your family as well. Releasing like family karmic ties and stories no longer serving you. This is one of the things, right? Um, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like need for freedom as well because the fourth house squares your ascendant, and so this is about I need freedom. It squares your relationship house too. And so this is about not only do I want freedom in my home life, I need freedom, from my partner or my relationships, my business contracts. And I also want to feel free when it comes to the work that I do because it opposes my 10th house. So ultimately it's about reassessing my boundaries and my story when it comes to the family that I have, my chosen family, and breaking free from any emotional ties when it comes to my partnership or myself. So, and this is because this is a square to your ascendant. This is about your evolution. This is about evolving with Uranus. Uranus is going to make you do it anyway, whether you want to or not. So it's about riding the wave. Because you're going to be feeling like a free bad bitch, honey. And yeah, I love that for you. I love that for you. So let's pull out a tarot for your Uranus transit in the fourth house. All right. Honey, Queen of Cups. She's sat on her beautiful sofa with her bling on, about to make herself a drink. She is sitting pretty. So this is about, okay, where do I call home? What do I call home? Am I happy where I am? Because over the next 7 years, I am going to literally transform my story to abundance, to wealth, to prosperity. I'm going to think big, think outside of the box because I am going to recreate my foundational belief when it comes to where I live, my family story, my own family story, because I'm still creating too. So my family story doesn't end with me. I'm continuing on. Where am I going to be doing that? Who am I going to be doing that with? And as I do that, I trust in the Uranus transit to bring me aligned opportunity, the right people, the right situations for me to let go of what is no longer serving me and to bring in what is. Okay, I love that for you. Guys, I hope you absolutely love this video. I would love it if you'd like, subscribe, share, do all the things. And if you're curious about where Uranus is going to be activating your personal chart, which house it lives in, how it aspect your personal planets. Check out the Decode Your Birth Chart course, which is just for you. I'll leave the link in the show notes. It's on a pre-sale at the moment, and once the pre-sale finishes, it'll go back up to full price, and you can learn how to read your own birth chart. All right. Also, I'm doing one-to-one reading. So if you want a one-to-one birth chart reading with me, I also do a whole list of other readings too. Check those out in the show notes. We do have like a 4-week waiting list on that, so check that out. All right. And also, I have live transit updates, community support, group coaching, all that stuff, magnetic astrology in the Telegram group as well. So check out the Telegram group. Again, I'll leave all the information in the show notes. If you want to see me every day, hang out, talk astrology, check out the magnetic group. It's so cool. All the links are in the show notes. And I will catch you on the next episode.